night to some of you. This is a very special broadcast, and of course, we must pray. And prayer we must, this very evening and always going forward. And I will pray in the language of heaven, because Chukwukika Abiyama is in control of all that we have been doing and will continue to do until Biafra is restored and all the suffering indigenous populations in the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ m ihe niile Chukwukika Abiyama onye na-efe na aja aha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị n'ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ebede ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro. Iwe nye anyị ndụ ala nke dị ndụ n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọ bụ naanị aka ike niile na ọ gbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma anyị ga-ekele gị, nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee ezi okwu mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na ihe n'ikwuru anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe. Agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbọgba ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwe m na Chineke nna n'ihere bụ nke niile etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-eto gị, wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na ọtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise. I'm sorry for the way I appeared today. Very sorry about that, but I have to come online to say one or two things. Thank you for joining wherever you are joining from. Please share the video to all platforms. Share it to family and friends. Share it to Biafrans and Biafran friends. Share it in your platform. Wherever you belong, share it. Let's just have some brief chats together. Let's have some brief chats. I've not been able to have my program for, I think, for 2 days now. I've not been able to come online to have my program. So, but I just felt I should come in briefly today to say one or two things so we don't lose focus. Thank you for joining wherever you are joining from. I appreciate you. Thank you for your support and your contributions on the channel. Always post my videos, and if you have not been able to join my YouTube channel, try and join my YouTube channel, Chuk Survival channel. Chuk Survival channel. That's my YouTube channel. I'm always there most times, and I post. You will see so many other videos there that I might like. Linus, thank you so much for joining. Linus, you're welcome. Linus Sacramento MNEK, thank you for joining. So, I've not been able to come online. So each time when you don't see me come online here, you can check up on my YouTube channel. I do videos there also, and I post most of my videos over there also on my YouTube channel. So you can visit my YouTube channel, you can get the videos there or here. But for 2 days now, I've not been on my page, so I just felt I should come around and share word with my fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom worldwide, because a lot is happening. A lot is happening, and we can't lose focus. A lot is happening. So many things are happening. You know, when we enter the year 2022, I made a video and I warned people of what is coming. I warned people, mainly Biafran people. I warned Biafran people about what is coming. That problem is going to increase. If you think that it's getting any better, can never ever get better. It can't get better. It will get worse. When it comes to the issue of Biafra or the issue of Nigerian people, it will get worse by day. Share the video to everybody.
share it to your platform, share it to your group. The problem will get worse. And I said it, that in this 2022, there will be more blackmail, there will be more propaganda, there will be more deceit, there will be more distraction. And you see, we are just in January. January has not ended. You're already seeing them opening up different kinds of propaganda, opening up different kinds of attack. And for those who still believe in one Nigeria, sorry for you. If you are still one of those who is hoping on one Nigeria, I'm very sorry for you. I'm very sorry for you, because every other person have left you behind. If you're one of those who are talking about one Nigeria, I'm so sorry for you. If you see everything that is happening in that contraption called Nigeria now, and you are still talking about one Nigeria, sorry for you. When it comes to the side of Biafrans, I don't even pity anybody from Biafra land that is still talking about one Nigeria. There's no need to preach to that person. There's no need to talk to the person. Allow the person to continue. Just allow them. They wake up in their grave. When they wake up in their grave, then they will realize the mistake they have done to themselves. That is it. So when it comes to the issue of Biafra issue, you know, as you all know, I am a Biafran. Unapologetically, I'm not ashamed of it, and I don't apologize to anybody for being a Biafran. I am a Biafran. Biafra I will remain till the day I die. And I will continue to fight for the freedom of our people, and I will walk into Biafra alive. Likewise, everybody that is watching me here that are Biafrans, they walk into Biafra alive. Likewise, the Oduduwa people. The Oduduwa people who are sincerely fighting for their freedom, they will go into Oduduwa land alive. Middle Beltans, the same thing. Every tribe, every indigenous tribe that is fighting for their freedom, genuinely, they will definitely walk into that very place they look for alive. But what you have to do is to be mentally strong, mainly in this year 2022. You can see, even in the Biafran struggle, so many blackmail, so many attack, blackmail from east, west, north, and south, different kinds of destruction. Different kinds of destruction, even in Biafra struggle, different kinds of destruction. And the most why they are having effect is because some of us who are broadcasters, who are coming online to speak, we are also distracted. They try to distract us, and some of us fall victim of getting distracted. Don't get distracted. I don't get distracted. The ultimate goal is freedom. Everybody that you see in that contraption called Nigeria, it doesn't matter your religion, it doesn't matter your tribe, it doesn't matter your location. We are all asking for one thing: freedom. We are crying for freedom. That is what we are looking for. We are crying and hoping that we'll be free, fighting by all means to free ourselves. That is what we're doing. And the common enemy in that contraption called Nigeria is the Fulani Janjaweed. They are the common enemy. And anytime you begin to lose focus from that common enemy, you begin to lose focus and begin to look at your own brother or look at your own sister, you are missing it. You are missing it. That is the distraction I'm talking about. Anytime you forget I'm talking about the Janjaweed government, the evil empire called British company, the British company called Nigeria, which is not a country, is a company. That company that was established by Britain to serve their own purpose. Anytime you lose your focus, you stop talking about that company, the company that is enslaving you, the company that is making sure that you don't survive, the company that is stealing your wealth, stealing every of your resources, the company that made you to run away and go abroad and stay and never want to come back. Instead of you talking about that company, you focus attention on your brother or your sister or your neighbor. That is just a waste of time. It's a waste of time, and that is a distraction. Do not allow yourself to be distracted. Don't allow yourself to be distracted. Even in the struggle for Biafra, anytime you lose your focus and you stop talking about freedom of our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let me tell you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the symbol of freedom. Symbol of freedom, not only in Biafra land, but in that contraption called Nigeria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a symbol of justice and freedom. Freedom for all. Not only freedom for the Igbos, not freedom for Biafrans alone, not freedom for the Southerners alone, freedom for every indigenous tribe in that contraption called Nigeria. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stands for. That is what he represents. That is why you have to continue to call for his unconditional release. Every one of us should continue to call for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is what we have to do. And as I have always said, civil disobedience is the only solution. No lawyer has the power to free him. No judge, no court, no Janjaweed have the power. It is you and I, the ordinary people. They are the people that have the power to trigger that thing that will make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu released. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have refused to denounce Biafra. He will never. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It doesn't matter the attack, propaganda. He will never deny Biafra. He said it that he will not betray us, that we will betray him. And today you can see the betrayal coming. See people betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu right, left, and center. Even people he trusted. People who are supposed to stand with him and fight for him. People who he has fought for. Today they are betraying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And some of us who are broadcasting, talking, still betray him. Some of us losing focus, getting distracted. There is one discourse I saw on social media, was a few days ago. I saw some broadcasters were asking some questions, saying something. There are some questions that doesn't need answer. There are some questions that you don't even need to ask at this critical point in time. There are some questions you know when you ask those questions, you will only trigger the enemy to be happy. You don't ask those questions. There are some questions that are very, very irrelevant. I saw some people asking some irrelevant questions on their platform in these recent days. Those questions are not important. They are not important. Just like the question of people who are asking, why is it that the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not talking? I saw people making it a topic on their program, talking about the wife of our supreme leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that why is she not shouting? Why is he not complaining? Why is he not broadcasting? Why is he not granting an interview? Such is irrelevant. If you are one of the broadcasters who will come across this my video and you are doing that, please, I beg you in the name of Chukwuka, change that topic and look for something else to discuss. Change the topic and look for something else to discuss. When it has to do with the family of Mazi Nnamdi, more especially the direct family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his wife and children, please, we must have to be very, very careful about that. It is not in our hand to discuss them. The wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the children, it is not in our hand to discuss. Whatever happens there, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have sacrificed enough already. He have given us his parents. He has given us his throne, given us out himself. You don't expect him to give, including his wife and children, before you now be satisfied. What else are you looking for? The wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, anybody who is expecting her to be jumping around and shouting on social media, I don't expect her to do so. Because the enemy we are facing is not just an ordinary. These are people who are heartless. The people we are facing are heartless and monsters. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have enough army to fight for him and speak for him. They are already doing it. They are already doing it. Do you know how many broadcasters we have who are speaking? Those who are Biafrans, those not are Biafrans, even those who are talking trash, speaking. It is not time for you to call the wife of our supreme leader to gamble into this very distraction that is now. I don't expect her to speak. Even when you trace it from the beginning, she has not been the disturbing type. She has not been the outspoken type. The wife of Mazi Nnamdi has not been the noise-making type. Even when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was with us, how many times does she grant interview? How many times does she gamble into issues? She doesn't. So anybody who is calling her out now to talk or speak, no, you don't have to do that. The wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing what she, at least you and I know that the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have visited her husband in prison, in DSS. The wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, against all odds, against all the risk, have taken the risk of going to see her husband in DSS. You and I know that. If you don't know that, know it now. If you don't know that she has visited the husband, go and check the interview that was granted to Ejiofor. In the interview of Ejiofor, when he was complaining about the visit of Ojo Sokalo to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS, he mentioned it. Ejiofor mentioned it. He said even the wife of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, when she came to visit the husband, that she has to pass through the whole process. She passed through all the difficult process before she would be able to meet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But why is it that when Ojo Sokalo was going, that they did not follow the same procedure? What does that tell you? She has gone to see her husband, who is our leader. And the issue at hand is the issue that has to do with Biafra. It is not a family issue. It's not a family issue. Just like people who have to say, people who come and say it's not a family issue. It is not a family issue. We are talking about a nation. And in that nation, there are very strong men and women who are fighting and speaking up. It is not in her post to begin to talk or grant unnecessary interviews. It is not time for that. And do you think if there are information that she needs to pass or something she needs to say, when she went to visit her husband, which is our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in DSS, if there was need for her to grant interview, she will. If there was need for her to cry and say something, she will, of course. She will. Please, for those who are talking about that very issue on their platform, please do not get into that distraction. Don't get into that distraction. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. It doesn't matter when it has to do with the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wife and children directly. Please leave that issue for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to address. I don't know why some people are acting as if they are thinking that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not be out. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be freed. He will be freed, and when he come out, he will be the right person to address the issue that has to do with his wife and children. You don't have to drag them into it now. You see some of them giving example of Nelson Mandela. They will tell you that Willie Mandela was fighting for his husband when the husband was inside. That Willie Mandela was fighting. Willie Mandela fought for her husband, but mind you, Winnie Mandela is not the same thing as the wife of our student Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody have their procedure and their styles on how to do things. She has not been the outspoken type. And don't forget that even Winnie Mandela, whom you are talking about, when Mandela came out from prison, what happened? How did they end up? How did they end up? Mandela ended up in divorcing her. Mandela ended up in divorcing her. So when you are making those kind of comparison of Winnie Mandela or Mandela wife talking about, go and check how did they end up. There are so many issues in a family that you are not supposed to know about, and you can never know about. Do you know why she was divorced? Do you know why Mandela divorced his wife? Do you know what transpired? You will only know what they told you, but there are so many other things which you don't know about that happened on the ground. And to avoid those things, you have to stay away from things that have to do with family. We are talking about a nation. We are not talking about a family. It's a nation. We know she is the first lady until Biafra comes. When Biafra comes, if there's a time when we'll have that office of a first lady, then she will be operating on that office. But as it stands now, we are in a struggle. We are in a struggle. And as the struggle is going on, there is no post that is called of post of a first lady for her to begin to address now. There's no such. We are in a struggle. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is leading the struggle, knows the risk that he's facing. He has risked everything. And that woman you are talking about, remember, this woman have also exposed herself. She has been exposed because of this very struggle. She has been exposed because of this very struggle, got into so many troubles. She has faced a lot of challenges in the past. So, I don't think, personally myself, I don't think that it's right for anybody to begin to call her out to come and say something or come and do it. I don't expect her to grant an interview. What is the interview going to do for you and I? The interview is just going to be an instrument in the hand of the enemies. They will just use it against her, or use it against her children, or use it against whatever. Do you think if she is vocal and be talking, do you think that she can be able to visit her husband in DSS? If she's shouting and making noise, knowing fully well that Nigeria is a lawless country, you are dealing with monsters. You are not dealing with a responsible nation. You are not in the Western world. We are talking about Nigeria here. Do you think that if she's vocal the way you people are expecting her to do, to come and make noise and shout on social media, join you and begin to shout, do you think that it will be easy for her to go and visit her husband just the way she has done? Knowing fully well we are dealing with monsters. Please let everybody stay away from that very issue and demanding her to do this and do that. We don't need them. If there is any issue that has to be addressed, even if she has made any mistake, it will be in the hand of the husband when he comes out to address it, not you and I. If there is any mistake, when our student Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he will address it, and I believe he's coming out. Unless it's for those of you who believe that, who think that he's not going to come out, and for that you are coming out to peddle lies and begin to push some things. You want everything to be done by yourself. You are already projecting yourself as the leader, projecting yourself as the spokesperson of everybody. No. There are still some critical issues that only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will handle when he comes out. And one of those critical issues is when it comes to the issue of the wife. The way she responds, whatever she has done wrong, it is the husband that you address it, not you and I, who are the followers of our student Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We are talking about a struggle. The Biafran nation yet is not invoked. We do not have the office of a first lady yet. It is a struggle. Up to now, it's a struggle. We are fighting to restore Biafra. Restoration of Biafra is what we are fighting for. When Biafra is being restored, then we can now begin to talk about other things. But for now, in that restoration of Biafra, we will continue to fight for that which is right. Focus on the real enemy, the main enemy. Focus on the enemy. The only enemy I am focused on is that Janjaweed, because they are the ones holding our son Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And again, anyone that has made himself or herself an enemy to the struggle, anybody who is making him or herself available, trying to hinder the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or trying to hinder the progress of the struggle, those are the people I'm focusing on. I don't focus on my fellow Biafrans. I don't care whatever you call yourself until you make yourself an enemy of the people. When you make yourself an enemy of the struggle, enemy of the people, enemy of Asuna Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, automatically you become my enemy. I talk about you. But for now, we are focusing, and I can never be distracted. You can't even distract me with my fellow agitators. You can't distract me. The major focus is the Janjaweed, and we will continue to face them. Anybody who is deceiving you, trying to distract you with the issue of irrelevant things, no. What we are focused on, remember that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to court on 18th, 19th, and 20th. What preparation are you making? That is the main focus we are supposed to have. Our focus now is supposed to be, what are we going to do to make sure we trigger something, we make something happen on the day of the court of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Remember, they said the imposter in Asorok and even the Northern Forum and the Attorney General of the Federation, they said that the only thing that will make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu get the political solution is when they weigh the situation of things, when they check and balance the situation of things. Your reaction, the reaction of the people, is what is going to decide if there will be a political solution or not. That is it. They have said it's an expo. Attorney General of the Federation said it. Muhammad Buhari, in the imposter in Asorok, who claimed to be Muhammad Buhari, in the last interview, said the same thing, that they are going to weigh the situation. Ask yourself now, as a Biafran, wherever you are, what situation are you planning to create to make sure that they will have an important thing to discuss on the day of court of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What situation are you trying to create to make sure that they have an important issue to discuss on the day of the court for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Until we do that, we are doing nothing. You can see on the side of the government, they have already started their propaganda. They have already started pushing all manner of lies. And they are going to use that lie on the day of court. You now, that is the follower of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what are you doing on your own side to make sure there is something that is going to be different from what every other person is doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? We have to focus on the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the way you are going to focus is, ask yourself, as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is coming to court on the 18th, 19th, and 20th, what am I going to do to make sure there is an important issue to be discussed? As you know now, there is nothing they are afraid of. The Janjaweed are no longer afraid. Even they are making people to believe that our Suna Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no support anymore. That is the propaganda that the Janjaweed are pushing using their media. How are you planning to change the narrative? I thank Chukwu Okike that last Monday there was a stronger sit at home than before. At least I saw some videos. I saw some videos of events. That is a step to go. Let there be something happening. Let there be actions. Let there be something happening on the sit at home on Sunday and Monday. Let there be something happening. Let there be something happening on all corners, on all angles. Let there be something. That is the right thing to do. It's not time to be distracted. More especially now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to court. They want to distract us with some topic, distract us with issues that are irrelevant. We have to be focused. Ask ourselves, what are we going to do so that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court on 18, 19, and 20, we have a strong effect. We have a positive balance. Janjaweed they are already doing their own part. Already they have started their own. They have started their blackmail already against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are making people to believe that, oh, sit at home is not working anymore. Oh, people are not supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Oh, people are not doing this. But you now, that is the supporter of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what are you doing to change the narrative? The only thing that we can do to change the narrative is what? Sit at home. It has worked before and it's going to work again. Civil disobedient. Not only that, sit at home. Begin to wage your war against those revenue collectors. Stop giving your revenue to revenue collectors, to the local government, to the state government, and the federal government in Biafra land. Don't give your revenue to them. Don't give any revenue to them. It doesn't matter who the blackmail they bring. It doesn't matter who. Even if the revenue collector is your brother, your friend, your father, or whatever, tell them to walk away. Let them go and get another job. If not, Biafran people will come against them. If not, Biafra people will come against them and they can't survive it. If you are still there and you're a revenue collector, I don't care where you are collecting the revenue. You are a revenue collector in Biafra land. You don't have any. Go and look for another job. Go and look for another job, because Biafran people are going to come against you. You are taking our money to empower the Janjaweed to come and kill us. All those revenue they are collecting from shops, from stores, they are using that money to sponsor the Janjaweed to come and kill our people. You see what Hope Uzodinma is doing? He is still doing it. It has not ended. Our people are still being killed. As you are watching this video, some of our people cannot go to their home. They are still in the bushes. As you are watching this video, some people cannot go to their home. As you are watching this video, some families are still missing. They are still crying. The war has not ended. Remember the one that happened in the Ebonyi State recently? You saw the way they massacred our people. Up to today, people were killed. Nobody came to their aid. Nobody came to their aid. Nobody. And the only defense that we have, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have put in place for us, which is the ESN. Some people are trying to demonize the ESN, trying to push the ESN down, trying to push all manner of lie against ESN. And they think it's going to work. It will only work if you and I are not doing anything. If we're not doing anything, it's going to work. But if we start doing something by sharing videos that are meaningful, sharing videos to, more especially our brothers that are in Nigeria, reach to them. If you have a family in Nigeria, support them, reach them, and make them get involved in the sit at home on Sunday and on Monday. I have tried to explain the issue of Sunday sit at home for people who think there is a fight against. It is not a fight against Christianity. It is a wake-up call for Christianity. Thank God that so many of them are now waking up. In the issue of Sundays sit at home, so many of them are now waking up. I see so many pastors now talking about the plight of the Biafran. So many of them calling for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So many of them declaring openly that they are in support of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is what we want them to do. That is why we are calling for sit at home on Sunday. That is why we are sitting at home Sunday, until they begin to shout and shout loud. Those of them who has big platform, who has satellite stations, use that their satellite station, begin to broadcast, call for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We will sit at home on Sunday. That is how to force them. That sit at home, we force them to do that thing that is right. As I said, this is just a brief broadcast to keep in touch with people and let people know that we are not losing focus. Don't lose your focus. Stop discussing irrelevant issues. Stop sharing irrelevant videos. In your platform, we are in the year of election. As we are in the election, they will try to use their election to make sure that you don't talk about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu anymore. Very soon, you will see even some platforms that are talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Very soon, you will see them talking about election. They will flood the internet. They will flood the internet, the social media, with pictures and names of those who claim to be fighting for election. Very soon. But if you and I are standing strong, if you are sharing this video, not only my video, when you see meaningful videos that are being done by Biafra, share those videos. When you continue to share those videos, you will see that they cannot be able to remove the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the front burner. The issue of the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafran freedom is supposed to be in the front burner. When anybody click anything that has to do with Nigeria, you will see it first. And who are going to do it? We are supposed to make it happen. If you don't know what to do, any day you wake up in the morning, get the picture of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, write free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, post it on your platform. Every day, make it a point of duty. Any day you wake up, just write free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and post it on your platform. That is the way we can keep the social media hot and make sure that the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remain on the floor. Because this year is an electionary year of election. They will try everything possible to wipe away the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But if we are strong, doing what we are supposed to do, because let me tell you, the Southerners have majority in social media when you talk the issue of Nigeria. When you talk about the issue of social media, 90% of people who are on social media shouting and talking, majority of them are from the southern part of Nigeria. And out of that 90%, let me tell you, about 60% of them are Biafra people. They are Biafrans. Majority are Biafrans. So if you continue to do the right thing, continue to post about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, speak about him on your platform, they can never be able to forget him. They can't forget him. That is the way we can make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There are so many things we can do. So many things. As they have started their propaganda already. You go to their conventional media, the only thing they talk there is that people are no longer sitting at home. Even when they know that people are sitting at home. They have stopped people from sharing the video. Even when you share the video, they will arrest you. They stopped the conventional media from showing the video. But thank God that now, it is only you and I that will make them to continue to show it. They will show it. They don't have any choice. When they started showing, when BBC started showing the sit at home, we didn't pay them. IPOB did not pay them to show it. Biafran did not pay them. On their own, when they saw it that it was a hot topic, they have no choice. They will report it. If they don't report it, the international communities will report it. That is why we have to continue on this massive disobedience. Make it a topic. Let their media begin to discuss it. Let their politicians begin to discuss it. Let the international media begin to. When you back on a massive civil disobedience, even stop this revenue collection. When we cause a trouble, do something that will shake the environment, to make the place hot. That is what we are supposed to be thinking about. That is what we're supposed to be doing. Because the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the hand of the Biafran. Is in the hand of Biafra people. It is not in the hand of the lawyers. It is not in the hand of the lawyers. It is not even in the hand of the Janjaweed. Because you know, Nigeria is a lawless country. A lawless country. First of all, the Nigeria is not a country. It is a company that was established by Britain. And Britain are doing everything possible to make sure that that company continues to serve their own purpose. So if you think that any law in Nigeria will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, their law cannot release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is you, the ordinary people, what we do. It is what is going to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.